Everyone is familiar with the sounds of emergency alert systems, such as fire alarms, but very few know the difficulties of relying solely on sound to evacuate a building. Visually impaired and blind individuals have no choice but to listen for fire safety cues from audible devices. That begs the question, how do blind individuals prepare for and react in emergency evacuations? Marmic Fire and Safety interviewed 2 members of the Joplin Association for the Blind, an organization assisting low vision and blind residents in southwest Missouri. Jim Murray, who is legally blind and has difficulty hearing, survived the EF5 tornado that ravaged Joplin in 2011 simply by listening to the radio. When practicing fire evacuation, the skills he employs are very similar to those he used during the tornado.
Familiarize yourself with the surroundings, because you never know when something like this is going to happen, or something else might happen that you need to be responsible for your health and also other people's health, because sometimes you don't know really what to do or where the outs and exits are. So if there's a group of people look like they are leaving the building, you just get in that group. But when you move to a new area, find out where things are at, your fire alarms, your smoke detectors, and just get aware of your situation, because that will make you feel more comfortable in a situation that is an emergency, because you don't have much time when there's an emergency. So just familiarize yourself with your surroundings. Or someone, they see you headed one way, and a sighted person will say, are you headed out? Well, to your knowledge, you are headed out of the building with a fire. Your safest place is away from the alarms. You know, distance is life-saving. With sound, I try to listen in direction of where the sound is and try to identify my areas that I walk or I'm familiar with, because they always have that sound, so it helps you navigate to that area that you want to go. But if there's a different sound in there, take notice of that different sound and try to figure out what it is. You got to keep it cool, and the more you get your information, however you get information, by audio, by visual, learn your surroundings and get more information about storms, about where the alarms are, or where people is that maybe work at a certain place. You know, just get a big familiar area with the area you live in. That will help you all the way around, and you don't get upset or afraid, because you know your surroundings.
Jim Smith, who is completely blind, was familiar enough with his surroundings that he was able to take action during a near kitchen fire.
You wake up and you smell smoke, you're awake. In a situation like that, and I've put out a couple other fires that careless people have started, I just picked up the Teflon frying pan that had been left on the stove on high for an hour or so. First I shut the gas off, and then I picked up the frying pan and walked over to the sink, got some water on it and put it out to where it would stop sizzling. Then I just put it back on the stove. There was nothing else burning in it by then, but I had to be real careful getting it over to the sink. And then the place was full of smoke, and I was going around opening windows to air the house out, and I remember hearing my one tenant telling my other tenant about it, and I didn't realize the smoke was quite that bad. But she said, yeah, I came out of my room and I couldn't see. And all I could hear was Jim running through the house opening up windows. I thought, gee, well, I didn't realize the smoke was so bad you couldn't see through it, but I guess it was.
Whether you have good eyesight or not, smoke makes seeing and breathing difficult. You may need to utilize all of your senses to escape such a life-threatening situation. Think about what a blind person has to do. Listen for the sounds of fire safety.